Martian Man TV. Sad news, y'all. Gotta bring y'all. Allegedly, rich Homie Quan is deceased. Uh, Rest in peace, y'all. The rich Homie Quan. Shouts out to Atlanta, Rich Gang. The fans and everybody making little speculations, but I'll wait for the truth to come out. You feel me? We ain't gonna make no speculations on Martian Man TV. We want the stone cold facts, because that's really what all I'm about. Being precise, being accurate. But y'all, indeed, this is bad news, bad vibes. Kind of disturbing. I mean, word of mouth right now is it's an overdose. Allegedly, whatever perks he got was laced with some fentanyl, fetty, whatever y'all want to say. And y'all, that's tragic. Like, that's tragic. We talking about rich Homie Quan. So, I know he had his situations with the Rich Gang, and we know the history as far as they trying to say, he was a rat and he was talking to an undercover cop, about his business with Rich Gang allegedly and Thug. It's like, I got my own issues like everybody else, so I'm never here to judge. I smoke, that shit. So I could be an addict. You know what I mean? I'm not in position to be judging somebody because they poison or they drug killing them faster than the poisons I'm choosing to entertain. So I don't want to come off like that. You know what I mean? But I don't like hearing that rich Homie Quan is deceased, dead at 34. Like, I still feel like he had a whole lot of life in him. And I know we all cope and we deal with life or our emotions, because that's really all life is, y'all, emotions. How you dealing with your emotions? I mean, anything. You sad, you happy, something bad happened, you frustrated, you stressed out. It's all emotions. And part of the key of life is how you gonna deal with your emotions. And a lot of us self-medicate. Some of us self-medicate with these drugs, with the weed, with the perks. They tooting heroin, they injecting heroin, they doing, what I mean? You got the ecstasy pill poppers, you got shrooms, you got all type of stuff in the game. Like, the world is real chaotic, and you welcome to indulge in these type of festivities. That's what come with the game and with the fame, unfortunately. So, shouts out, rest in peace to Young Thug, his family, if he got kids. Rest in peace and rest in love, to him, and condolences and prayers to him and his family and the fans and people on my channel that support Rich Homie Quan and support him, because we love him and support him here on Martian Man TV. And his music, what he brought to the game. Rich Homie Quan, as I look on, the movie tried to bust, he called himself being smart, leaving the Birdman camp to go independent, which a lot of us we being taught to be independent. You know what I mean? It's just colored folks, black people, they want to take pride and ego in getting it out the mud, meaning no help. And I get it, because I get exposed to both sides. So the people with the get it out the mud mentality, those are the people that want to feel like they did everything and they don't owe nobody nothing. So can't nobody come out the woodwork and say, I helped Martian Man TV. You know what I mean? We're gonna fast forward my life. Let's say I'm a millionaire off YouTube, and somebody out the blue come back and say, "Oh yeah, I endorsed you and I was supporting you." You know what I mean? I was one of your original sponsors when, and you know, you took that money, you took that bag. So now that person making you feel like you owe them. Some people don't like that vibe. Once again, to go back to emotions, that's the point I'm making. You feeling some kind of way that somebody gave you something that you took, right? And now they got the audacity to feel like they owe you, whether they wrong or right. So that's the get it out the mud mentality. Oh no, can't nobody come back and say they gave me nothing. I ain't had no help. I did all this on my own and by myself. So that's not a good attribute or dynamic to have as black people. And that's not something I want to teach the next generation coming in. We want to do it like the Asians and the other cultures do it, where age is irrelevant. Black people got it bad too with that. Like, oh, once my kids grown, you know, I'm done with them, because the cycle that they got treated, they want to keep that cycle going with their kids. And then we look at the other cultures and we say, oh, they kids spoiled, or that's why they kids turned out like this. They entitled, or they privileged. So we can have that debate, we can have that conversation, or that video, or that topic another time. But basically, y'all, it's the weight that we put on ourselves, and it all go back to emotions. So with Rich Homie Quan, you know, he was dealing with a lot. When you famous and you're an artist, you always try to stay relevant. You know what I mean? So that's why we got trollers. That's why we got the bloggers. That's why we got people that load these videos and this type of content. Some people that don't get that, or don't get it on a certain level that they used to, it get to messing with them, y'all, mentally or emotionally. And then that's going to affect you physically. So if you smoking and you popping pills and, you know, you're not really taking care of yourself, eventually it's going to show. So y'all, I'm finna show y'all this, and then we'll entertain coming back to this conversation, y'all.
News to get to. Rapper Rich Homie Quan has died. That is according to TMZ. His legal name, DeQuantus Lamar. Now, Rich Homie Quan first became famous in 2013.
With the song Type of Way. Saw his biggest success in 2015 with the single Flex. No cause of death at this time. Boy, he was young, just 30.
Y'all, that's what I'm saying, man. I'm salty about that. Rich Homie Quan, man. Some of the news saying he was 32. Some of the news saying he 34. Either way, he in his early 30s. You know what I'm talking about? I don't like that. We just had, what was the Gucci Man artist? The girl, Enchanting. She died of a drug overdose, allegedly. So it's like, you know, once they did her autopsy, it came back. She had the irks in her. So, hey, y'all, I'm not finna come up on no preachy, lectury type of thing, but y'all need to get more conscious and more focus, man. Y'all need to pay attention on what's been going on lately, what's been going on in 2024, and y'all need to pay attention to y'all surroundings and our environment and our habitat, our jungles. However y'all want to look at it. To the steppers, the everybody. The lames, everybody gotta pay attention. The nerds, everybody gotta play their positions. You feel me? It's like we in a battalion, like we soldiers. Everybody gotta play their position. Ain't even no. Now we got generals and sergeants and captains. Don't get me wrong, but as long as everybody playing their part in the game, everything gonna go right. You don't gotta feel like you gotta have a big role or a big part in life to succeed or to make the dream work with the teamwork. You feel me? So I want everybody to pay attention to what's going on, and this type of situation right here shouldn't happen. We shouldn't be losing a rich homie Quan behind an overdose. And I'm not blaming nobody. Some fans bringing up Young Thug, and listen, rich homie Quan, a grown man. I wasn't there with him when he was doing what he was doing. None of us was. So we are responsible for what we do to ourselves. So y'all can hit the subscribe button